The point array it's an array of drivers. The origin concept is to emulate and get closer to the mathematical definition of a point source, which is a point infinitely small in space, radiating all directions. And so it would play full ranged all the way down to bass frequencies. But from what I'd read and what I've observed, the speakers that I'd seen hadn't come close to that. Well, first of all, there was a sound quality that repelled me, which was all the drivers on a flat plane. It sounded congested. It didn't sound real. It sounded like it was coming from a speaker. Whereas music that I heard in real life, the quality of sound in reality, it was different.
David is very creative and extremely good at taking something from his mind and using his hands to build it. And he got this concept in his mind about what ideal sound reproduction would be like. And he realized that for the geometries that he wanted to do, that he couldn't get something that was already in a form and then try to manipulate it. So he said, hey, we need to get a 3D printer. And he self-taught CAD design for a 3D printer and started printing parts.
The development process in 3D printing allowed rapid iterations, rapid prototyping. I would be in a cadence of testing prototypes every 48 hours.
Finally, he got to the point to where he said, I think we could commercialize this. Can I resign from my full-time job and you support me to make this a business? The prototype he had at the time was very awesome. So I said, yeah, let's go for it. And so we went out and got some investors.
What they were talking about was that it was going to be something that could fill the room differently with sound than other speakers were doing at the time.
We wanted the room to be more of an experience, and so that was kind of a niche that they thought they had a means for solving, and indeed they did.
We started going to trade shows and getting feedback from audiophiles that come into the room and listen. Hundreds of people at a time would come give us feedback, and they would say things like, we love the emotion that we hear with your speakers. We're hearing emotion from the artist we've never heard before.
But it didn't have the precise imaging in the center and the sweet spot that people were looking for.
David took all that constructive criticism and went back and totally redesigned the point array.
Now we have one continuous ring. And then concentrically with that, we have a tweeter. Now, all drivers are the same distance from the listener. That allows the time alignment of all the drivers to be the same. Okay. So not only can I align everything with a crossover to get flat frequency response, but now you also get really nice imaging as well.
He had something that sounded really awesome. It's like the piano is in front of me, not that I'm listening to the sound system. Even from the point of having that prototype that had a lot of promise, getting out to early trade shows, him capturing that feedback, going back to the drawing board and printing something, building something, got us to where we are now. The Bravura speakers with the point array technology is very close to the image or the vision that he had in his mind probably 15 years ago.
Our challenge, now that we have a design that really works and works well, it's compelling, it's differentiated, is now to get the word out. With any small company, it's all about getting awareness of what you've done here and getting that in people's hands so they can hear the story and experience what we've created.
You can sit there and talk to people and you can present things on the computer and through the media, but I think what really gets people to step out is they actually hear the product. When they hear the product, that's what sells them.
We are very confident that the Bravura speakers will give you the best sound in that room with the music that you love.
Take the challenge from Tim, Paul, and Tom. Listen to the Bravura speakers in your home before you buy. The best way to evaluate speakers is in your home with your gear, with your music. Visit endowaudio.com or email tim@endowaudio.com to try before you buy.